Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Well, I'm on live. Sorry, no worries. I've got a bit of a lag. Well, welcome to the Ramblings of an Old Floridian. This is going to be my first podcast. And basically, let me look up my script. I don't want this too far script. No, I don't really need a script. I can basically share from memory. When I was a young lad living in Miami, I basically, my mom was going to take a nap, and she basically said, "Don't go outside." So, as kids, yeah, my mom fell asleep, and I go ahead and look outside, and I go outside, and I grab one of the folding lawn chairs, and just take my steps down the little step because it was a split floor plan uh, off the porch. So I stepped a few steps down, and I was messing around with the lawn chair. Lo and behold, bam! Lightning strikes the fence, which is about 5 or 6 feet away from me. And basically, I'm just like stunned, frozen. What just happened? So then, what did I do? Well, I basically ran back in the house, closed the door, say a thing. Oops. Looks like I lost my second. I may have. Did we lose it? Nope. Sylvia's there. Hello, Sylvia. Oops. Hello. There we go. Oops. I can't type today. Lost video. I am watching a little weird. What happened now? Well, what happened was uh, hold on, I think it's coming back. Maybe not. You go back to Zoom. Did I lose it? Got it. Start video. Start the video. That's bizarre. Okay, I'm back. There we go. Still haven't seen it kick into the live. There we go. We're back on the live feed. I am back. Though the voice is probably not matching up because I'm thinking I'm having stream issues. I may have to run hardwire next time. How's the audio? Well, I guess I can listen to the audio by putting my earpiece in. Definitely a lag. Anyway, but as I was saying, back to ramblings. All right, it looks weird for me. At least I can read the chat. I'll I will basically not listen to the actual audio because that's confusing. The daylight has for me. Well, as I was saying, I basically didn't listen to my mom and went out there and lightning hit the fence. And I ran back in the house, didn't say a word, never told her what happened. But after that, whenever she told me not to go outside, I didn't. But, you know, we being young and, as we grow, we don't always listen to our parents, even once we've learned a lesson that they're right. So the only, I guess, story I'll share today would be that one. And of course, we always make the same, seem to make some of the same mistakes our parents did. Why? Because we think we know better, only to find out that we got the same results that they did. And, so be it. So sometimes we have to relive our parents' trials and errors just so that we realize that they are indeed wise when they tell us what happened to them will happen in the same circumstances that you're currently in. So anyway, enough being said of that or whatever. Yep. So I'm going to basically be doing ramblings of an old Floridian, regular podcast, so that one, I build up the hours, and two, I build up the following. I think I'm at 725 right now. I'm still way behind in my hours, my view time hours, but that'll change. Got to get my playlist established. So let's see here. It's probably the best thing to do would be here, expand that out. There we go. That makes more sense. I got the plan. I move. The trick there is you move your preview screen from Zoom in over your video screen in YouTube, and then you keep your right panel open so you can actually see the chats. So it's like, hooray. Anyway, it's been a long weekend. It's going to be another long week. Got a lot to do. Got a lot of work to do. So, and I think I need to shave. Looking kind of rough around the edges. I did take off the top. It is getting kind of hot and muggy outside, so it helps keep my hair, whatever's left of it, relatively short. And I can see a few strands are like, woo! I wish the rest of the hair would grow that fast, but that's the aspect of getting old. But went outside, looked, checked out the chickens. The chickens are out. The cows are out there eating grass, and Jenny came up to me, whatever. So I pet the donkey, spoke to the donkey, and then when I was filming the cows, she snuck up behind me and wanted more attention. So I talked to the donkey some more. So, anyway, I hope everyone out there is okay, and I hope they're having a. Let's see here. I'm sorry, country connections aren't great, are they? No, they're not. Considering that, yes, my hair, yes. Considering that we're a mile down dirt road, we've got the internet connection with the hard wire. We've got the Starlink connection, and we're supposed to be getting something from T-Mobile, which is supposed to be a Wi-Fi connection, whatever. They're saying it's supposed to be better than the, based on their speed. I don't know. And to see if it's any faster, if it's on competition with the Starlink system, because it seems like our Starlink systems kind of, I don't know, they glitch out. And since we're in rainy season, it's not doing well. So the other day I had to reconnect the router so that Melissa can switch over to the CenturyLink, so that if she's in the middle of a broadcast, she can switch over to that, even though it's slower. it will still connect. So, and keep things going. And of course, the final connectivity that we have is the cars, of course. So we have internet in the cars, and that's actually better than the CenturyLink hardwire connections, which go a mile down the road. Anyway, but I figured, let's see here. No one always gets his daughter to sure trusted not to cut his hair off. Don't know Alan. Anyway, but yeah. So again, just working on the system here, or whatever, and getting used to doing lives and broadcasts. I've picked up a couple of things for talking. Was it Reface? Is it Reface? No, Revive from my phone. I do have a AI online where it'll basically take a still photo and make and basically animate it, make it talk, whatever. I only get so much time on that, but the one on the phone I can do. I have unlimited. So the only thing is I got to get a little creative when I generate different voices, or if I want to use royalty-free music, I have to basically feed into my phone one of the earbuds into the mic next to the microphone, keep it up at max, and it'll basically record what's coming off the earbud into the phone and then sync up with the image. So cool stuff. I digress to the techno talk. So my apologies, everyone. Anyway, hopefully we'll do some more videos on gardening, cooking. Melissa's got the sewing and the quilting and the crafting all squared away. We'll probably do some more videos on canning, so that should be of interest. What else? I guess, and just doing maintenance around the house or whatever. I've got one where I was able to video record where I was digging. Oh yes, yeah. The AI is really cool. You don't always when you're generating images with it, you don't always get what you want. Like when I was doing some of those quilting patterns or whatever, some of those came out fairly decent, but then again, they didn't quite come out the way I want. So I'm experimenting now with Adobe Illustrator. Melissa will basically tell me what type of patterns we'll be looking for, and I can basically take those and put them into what they call vector graphics. And vector graphics basically are scalable. I mean, to any scale you want, and it retains the resolution. Some of the other pictures that I generate with AI usually don't do that, and then you have to go through different software in order to enhance it. I know that we sent out. We sold 3 books. I know 2 of them were fuzzy. Apologies on that. Everything looked fine when we reviewed it. And there was one other individual out there. I can't remember their name, but Melissa knows. And we were offering to basically take a look. I was going to order 3. I basically redid the insides of those books and had to change it out because some of the images just weren't scalable. So I had to redo some of the images or whatever. So that's why we basically sent out the original PDFs to those individuals of the books that they bought, and then offered to get them the new version and just send them out to it. But they seemed that they were fine with what they got. We want happy customers. What can I say? And happy colleagues. So. Oh, no worries. Yeah. Usually if I get too technical, just say, whoa, hold on there, sport. Can you break it down or whatever? When I'm out in the field, or when I was out in the warehouse, when I used to work the warehouse or whatever, I used to basically try to explain things down in simplest of terms, and always advise I I'm not insulted if you say, hey, I don't understand what the heck you're talking about. Can you please re-explain that or reverse it uh, so that in terms that I do understand and don't have any qualms or don't get upset about doing that. I know sometimes I get too technical. I get excited. Basically, I basically just ramble on. So such is life. I've always been, I guess, technical in that regard or whatever. But again, there are times, whatever, when I used to work the help desk. Oh, that again. Oh yeah, yeah. Melissa's good about that or whatever. And sometimes I get too technical up with Melissa or whatever, and then I basically have to just put it into terms so she understands or whatever. I look at things differently sometimes. So for troubleshooting, when it comes down to troubleshooting, some people say, well, I've had even managers like, well, what does that have to do with this? I've seen a lot of weird things in my times in troubleshooting or whatever, where things that should not, viruses. Short anecdote. I was working for United Parcel Service, and I was one of the lead techs, and one of my guys basically sat there and said, "Hey Wayne, I'm at a site. I've got problems here. Everything I've done everything, and it's still not working right." I said, "You've done everything on the checklist, right?" "Yes." "Did you scan for a virus?" "No." "Scan for a virus." Sure enough, they called me back 30 minutes later. "You were right, Ryan. It was a virus. Got the virus cleaned up. Everything's working fine now." External circumstances. You did everything. You checked everything. Everything should be working as it is. Something externally is causing an issue. It could be hardware, software, another piece of software that's when I first started this up this afternoon or whatever, I had another piece of software showing up, whatever. I had another called Express Camera, and it decided to basically say it's going to become the default camera. And so I've got this picture in Zoom of Elon Musk, and when I tilt my head, it was AI. It would tilt Elon Musk's head this way, that way, tilted that way. I'd move my lips. It would open and close his mouth or whatever. It's like, what in the world? Where did this come from? Go to the camera settings. Sure enough, it said Express Camera. I went ahead and switched cameras out, and it went back to the base camera. Again, what was it? It was an external source of an issue, not an issue with the software, but something else outside was influencing what was going on. So things like that can. So when you're installing software, and if you have things that are weird happening or whatever, for example, if you're having a problem with your microphone, it could be a recording software that you've got running in the background. You forgot that shut down, or it's just open. You might not even be actively recording, but what the software does is it latches onto the microphone in ready status, holding on to it. It's like, okay, I'm ready to use it. And it won't let it go for the other program to use. So then you got to shut that other program down in order to release it. I'm sure most of everyone here has experienced that. So if not, that is a potential cause. Same thing with a camera. If your camera is being used by something else, it may be using it exclusively and not allowing something else to use it that you want to use. So you got to shut down that application first, and then the camera will reattach to the active program or software that you're currently using. So, and that's what happened to me. And it was, in this case, it was software. Software was acting as a filter in between. So it's like, I'm getting a picture of Elon Musk on the screen. Well, actually, let me see if I can demonstrate that real quick. I think I can flip the camera. Hold on, let's see. It's funny. Let's see here. Let's swap cameras. May take a second. There we go. I'm now Elon Musk. Isn't that ridiculous? Absolutely bananas. So, yeah. And that's what was happening when I first started up. I had Elon Musk face here, and it's responding to my head, tilting forward to the side, shaking my head, yes, and my lips moving, and it's syncing up with my lips. Wonderful AI, but if you don't want this to show on the screen, you got to figure out what in the world is interfering and causing it to interfere with it. So all I do is go into my camera and change it back to hue, and here we go. So yeah, I can. Basically, yeah, there's different software out there you can use and put a different face on there. Use it to for your voice. So yeah, and that's what was happening when I first went on to try to go live. I was getting Elon Musk on my screen. It's like, what? I don't want Elon up there. It's supposed to be me up there. So as again, I just swapped that out. And then of course in Zoom also has the ability where I have OBS, which is Open Broadcasting Software. I think it's Open Broadcasting Software. That's a piece of software which I think I can't remember. I remember telling Melissa about it, where share screen. Do I need to share? Oh, yeah, I can show you. Let me share the screen and show you that real quick. Share my screen. Put that up in the corner there. All right, can everyone see my screen? Oh, you should be able to. Is it delayed? There we go. There we go. Took a few minutes. Sorry about that. And I should have just continued on. So we're basically going to look at Zoom. Where are my Zoom settings? Come on, where's my Zoom? My Zoom settings? No. I'm going to go on my meeting settings. All right, so basically, if we go here, and you can see at the bottom here, there's my natural camera. There's the expression camera. Now, that's what it was when I first started out this afternoon. Expression camera, which had Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk. I think I was messing with. I think Elon Musk was the demo image that it was using. And then, of course, there's OBS virtual camera. OBS is for it's powerful software. You can do a whole lot with it, but the learning curve is like this, not like this. It's like this. It's like climbing the side of a sheer cliff face. But once you get it running properly, then you can do all sorts. And I believe it's the base that base share. It's basically not shareware. It's open source, and I believe Restream uses that as a base for their software. Because when I saw, I think it was Restream, it's like this is OBS software, and I worked with OBS a while back, a little rusty with it, but I'm not going to fire up OBS, otherwise I'm going to lose the audio, the visual feed. But yeah, so, and of course, well, while I'm at it, I'm rambling anyway, so let's go here. Do I want to save my work? No, don't save it. All right, so let's go there. Rambling the middle 3. Okay, you can see my screen. Why is not my screen not showing up? All right, let me make this one smaller. There we go. So I'll tinker here. But before you turn into Elon, okay. So let's see here. Where am I looking for? All right, Discord. Discord. Open Discord. shorten it up a little bit so that I can. Oh, and of course I can't see my screen now. Hold on. Let me do this. I got to break that out so I can actually, there we go. So I can actually see the chat window still. There we go. Let me rearrange things a little bit. All right, so yeah, this was the some of the work I worked on last night. And basically, this is Midjourney. And it's about, they have like, I think it's an $8 plan and a $30 a month plan. I went ahead and took the $30 a month plan and whatever. And basically, you just type the word imagine, hit enter, and you go, something, it's like, let's type something ridiculous, like a dogfish. So basically, imagine prompt a dogfish. Takes a few minutes. I should put it on fast mode. Hang on. I don't use my fast moments. There we go. So we're waiting for that to kick in. But these are some images I've created or whatever. I was working with some sci-fi stuff over the weekend too for the local bar closings. And then I mixed some of my pictures with my own face. Did that thing show up yet? No, that one's still going. So let me take a picture of myself. Let's see here. The picture, because I uploaded a picture of myself. So let me go here. So I need to use the link. Yes, I'm getting techno geeky again. That's horrible. All right, so we're going to go imagine. And then I'm going to use that's the picture link. Of course, dogfish is waiting to start. As an elf. So basically, it says that individual. So I was showing the picture I had uploaded, and it's going to basically turn it to, hopefully compile it into an elf. So waiting for that one to start. They must be busy. Holiday. Now it's funny because you see that one started before this other job. That's because I changed the speeds on it. So, and if you watch, you can see how it starts to try to figure out. It shows you different iterations in between there. And it looks like it's giving me feminine characteristics. And it does that sometimes. Okay. So, yeah, these are pretty bad elf images. Not quite what I was looking for. Actually, goatee. So, but and did we get the other one going here? Let's see here. Dogfish is still waiting to start. Let's see here. Let's just redo it while the other job is waiting in queue. There we go. So that's what it's showing, what it thinks a dogfish should look like. And the cool thing about it is if I rerun this, if I rerun it, it'll be entirely different. And of course, this one's taking. Why did he go back to relaxed? Okay. The other one, oh, the other one was the relaxed mode. So it took long enough. So the relaxed one is coming in. There we go. The faster. Okay. That's gotten a little bit better. In the old days, it would give me more of a dog-looking face. It'd be more like, yeah, let's go. Face. Let's see what we get here. The teeth look definitely are dog looking, but it's paused. Why is it paused? I didn't pause it. There we go. What was that again? She's now what? Oops. That's more like what they would normally give me on earlier versions of the AI. It's come a long way in the last couple of months. But when I first started doing like a dogfish, whatever, it would give me pictures like this. Now it's giving pictures more like that, which is more fish-like. But what I basically changed the focus. I basically said a fish with a dog face. So the top two don't look too hot, but the other ones, yep, definitely have a dog face on it. And of course, this was a weird mix. So anyway, cool stuff with AI. I wonder, can I make that one talk? Probably, because that one's actually got a face on it. So I can probably take that one. Oops. Upscale number 4. The one with the hat. Oh, there we go. That would be upscale 1. There we go. And that is really weird because it looks like this is the way the hat looks. It's like the bridge of a boat with glass with a fin on top, and it's sitting on top of, it's like a fish that attached itself to the body of a person. That is really a weird composition. But yeah. And let's see here. Yep. And then of course, let's see here, to go here. Oops. Let's see here. What's one of the other tools I use? Let's go. Hey, Jen. One of the other tools I utilize here. Yes, I already have an account. Now, this was an image that I had that showed up on Facebook from 9 years ago of me being in the warehouse, and I actually went ahead and turned that into a video. Is the video here? That should be the video, but I need to go to Zoom because from what I understand in Zoom, if I don't have the one, where's my meeting? Minimize that. Where's my meeting? Otherwise, we won't be able to hear it. There we go. So what's my setting more. Disable annotation, optimize, share sound. There we go. Share sound. So basically, yeah, because I did do that one time, whatever, and I was working with the sound or whatever. So basically, we can go here. So basically, this was a still photograph, and basically, well, me sitting in the warehouse next to the conveyor belt. It animated my face
9 years ago,
and
back in
lips
2014.
with a new soundbite,
Blast from the past.
bringing it up to date and
Hope
putting me
everyone's doing
back
well.
9 years ago, saying hello to everybody. And I went ahead and posted that in the old Liberty Medical Facebook group. So they all thought that was cool. So that was me 9 years ago. 9 years ago, sitting in the warehouse next to one of the computers or whatever, where I would spend a lot of my days making sure thousands of packages would get out on a timely basis, and that there were no issues with it. So I was there for 15 years. So good long haul. Alrighty. That being said, there is anything else? Go back to here. And of course, there are different avatars here. So I can upload an image and basically create a video. I can either type something and use a computerized voice, or else I can also drag an audio, a pre-recorded audio, or else I can record live. So nice little nifty tools that one can use. And these are similar tools what some of these foreigners are using or whatever for creating I guess what they would call faceless videos, or where they're not using their own themselves. They're using AI generated voices and imaging to sell their various products and stuff online. So it's kind of cool. So, all righty. Well, I think that's it for today. I think I've rambled on long enough. Yeah. So I appreciate everyone coming out and listening to the Rambling Floridian, or Ramblings of an Old Floridian. And take care. God bless. Godspeed. And until the next video, everyone take care. All righty. Have a good evening and a good day. All right. All right. Bye-bye. What is that? My voice? Oh, hold on now. Stop the share. Here we go. Let's forget to do that. All right. Take care now.